Hello, my name is Eva Yaa Asantewaa, and I would like to thank Maggie and Michael for inviting me to curate this evening of programming. Bouey, Nigel Whitson, Maria Bauman-Morales, Zavé martohardjono, and Orlando Hunter Jr. and Ricarrdo Valentine of Brotherhood Dance are among the most thoughtful, driven, and exciting artists on the contemporary New York scene. I have had the joy of witnessing their work and passion for community, justice, and healing. Each one reminds me of what Toni Morrison wrote in Beloved. She is a friend of my mind. Indeed, I consider each a friend of my mind. They see and capably gather us, helping us to put the many pieces we are in order so that we may breathe freely and survive. They are artists we need in this challenging moment and beyond this moment. Enjoy this evening.
But back to those old unicorns. What us come from, y'all?
They wanted absolutely nothing.
They practiced.
They came from across the river and through the trees. And then yesterday morning, they decided to make the soup, to share it for their gravy.
They practiced in all kinds of ways. Yes, they did. They made up names like Mary Mac and Bobo. Some got new bodies. They still dreaming and changing. A lot of them.
wake up. So she had to call her dad. She was like, Daddy, I'm bleeding down there. Huh? I'm bleeding down there. Oh. He said, baby, I'm on my way. So he came with a box. And he threw it over the stall. And I was like, what the do I do with this? He said, baby, read the back.
They wanted everything.
gonna go.
I woke up this morning and got right on Twitter. That's the first thing I do every morning. And I saw another name hashtag. And I clicked on it. And I saw that there was a video. And I told myself not to watch it. I said, just look at the comments and keep on scrolling. But I ain't listened. I watched another death first thing in the morning. And I'm asking myself, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep putting myself through this torture? Because seeing videos like this make it really hard for me to get out of bed because I really think that I'm going to be the next one killed. And actually before that, I find it very hard to fall asleep because I think someone's going to invade my house and kill me in my sleep. And if I manage to get any sleep at all, I wake up feeling more tired than I was the night before. Like any mundane task of taking a shower or brushing my teeth or fixing food or tying my shoes, it all feels like I'm pushing this huge boulder uphill and I just feel like I just want to lay down, go to sleep, and not do this shit anymore. So nowadays, I'm trying to find power in something. Even something really small, which is why I think I got this septum piercing. It's a small sense of power that I know is going to be taken away from me almost as soon as I get it. But that is all I can think to do. Small little acts of defiance. I armored myself with doing the right thing so much when I was growing up because I thought it would protect me. I wore the right thing as a suit. I said, yes ma'am and no sir, and I went to school and got great grades, perfect attendance, and even got accepted into college. Got a 4.33 GPA and graduated with honors. I never stayed out late, I never wore a hoodie at night, I never sat in my car for too long. I never sped, I always signaled my lane changes, made sure my brake lights and my tail lights worked. I never sagged, I didn't do drugs, I didn't even carry a lighter or sold cigarettes and CDs outside of a supermarket. I never walked away or towards police, never played with a toy gun or a fake gun or a shower head in the middle of the street. You know what? I'm making sure to stay off my cell phone in backyards now. Making sure that I don't exercise the Second Amendment right by owning a gun now. Making sure that I work on my mental health so I don't have an episode outside of my gentrified neighborhood now. Turning my music on in an apartment where I pay rent to make sure that no one calls 911 on me. And if I ever have the misfortune of getting in contact with the police, I make sure to say, yes, massa, no, massa, thank you, massa. Is there anything else I can do for you, massa? Am I free to go, massa? When I was younger, this suit felt much more purposeful. To be the super one or the exception. It has done absolutely nothing. I have seen people killed wearing this suit, so take it off. Take off the suit. I'm gonna take off the suit. Feeling like an orphan. A ward of the state. a motherless child, unprotected, a sitting duck. I know I can leave this country at any time. I've owned a passport for about 6 years now, but why? I know the same issues I face here, I'm going to face in any other country I'll go to. Just a different manifestation of racism there. Seeing dead bodies, dying bodies that look like mine, flashing on screens, my screens, as I see them on newspaper stands at Starbucks, playing on CNN and public spaces, as they autoplay when I scroll down my Facebook timeline. If I could stop those, maybe I'll be all right. But I've known I've had a target on my back since I was about 7 or 8. Like someone was actually out to get me. And I couldn't make any mistakes. Even the smallest infraction could and would cost me my life. And I knew the color of my skin played a big part in this, and how America would interact with me. And I knew I had 2 strikes against me, one for being black and the other one for being male, and I knew just one more would seal my fate. I see now that I've never felt safe.
How are you? I'm sitting in the park at West Boulevard by the West Boulevard Valentine station. And there's a guy there with a pistol, solid face. He's like pointing at everybody. And where are you at, sir? I'm sitting in the park at West Cudell, West Boulevard by the West Boulevard Rapid Transit Station.
Right. So you're at Rapid Station? Are you at the Rapid Station?
No, I'm sitting across the street at the park.
What's the name of the park? Cudell?
Cudell, yes. The guy keeps pulling in his arms, but it's probably fake, but you know what? He's scared me.
What does he look like?
He has a camouflage hat on.
Is he black or white?
He has a gray coat with black sleeves and gray pants on.
Is he black or white?
I'm sorry.
Is he black or white?
He's black. But he keeps pulling in his pants and pointing at people. Probably a juvenile, Hello?
Boom, bam, bam, boom.
I've always been ready to die, or not make it to see 18. No, actually, I wasn't expecting to see 13, and then I wasn't expecting to make it through high school, and then I wasn't expecting to make it through college, and now a big part of me is not expecting to see 30. All around me, I saw the lives of black people cut short. And I see now that the fear of losing my life is more of a fear of my life being stolen from me.
Pew, 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 bop, boom, bam, bop, boom, bop, pew, 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 bop, boom, bam, boom, pew, bop, boom, bam, boom, bop, boom, bam, pew, 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 pew.
When I was younger, gang violence and a stray bullet were the sources of that fear. Now, along with that, I am terrified of those sworn to protect us stealing my life.
Pew, 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 bop, boom, bam, pew, 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 bop, boom, bam, pew, 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 pew.
But I think that they've stolen it already.
Uncle Jay,
What's up?
why are the police killing little black boys in the park?
The police are just like you and me, unfortunately, because they make mistakes. But this time, the mistake that the police made cost a little black boy's life. And I don't want you to be afraid to go outside and play or play in parks. You should be able to do that. But what I have to do, and what your grandparents and your mom and dad and your aunties and uncles have to do, we have to be aware of you, and we have to make sure that you're safe while you're out there.
rose dream, precious Lord, linger near when my light is almost gone at the river stand. Guide my feet, Lord. Lord, please hold my hand. Take my hand. Precious Lord, and lead me home.
But I believe that we owe it to those who willingly and selflessly consent to participate in these clinical trials to do this in a humane way. Every time we keep In America, place your ring on my cock, where it belongs. Long may we live, long may we
EPA, DOE, and NIH. Are you tired of your iPhone 6S, 4G, LTE, 3G, USB, split screen tablet with an LCD screen? Are you tired symbiosis, we want an end to the robbery by the white man of our black community. We want decent housing, through a final fit for shelter
of all
human
powers,
beings.
of the parts into a higher unity. In a sense, the cyborg has no origin story in the Western sense.
No to spectacle. No to virtuosity. No to transformation and magic. And make-believe. No to glamour. No to transparency. No to thought and images. No to style. No. Do you like no? Do you like saying no? Do you like saying no? No air conditioning, a president who has stood in line at the clinic, at the DMV, at the welfare office, and has been underemployed and laid off, and sexually harassed and gay bashed and deported.